Good morning, friends. Today we will be discussing as a part of prerequisites of electromagnetic subject, that is vector calculus 1. In it we are supposed to study three operators from mathematics, that is curl, divergence and gradient. First we will study what is curl. Before starting with the curl, let us revise in short the three coordinate systems. First coordinate system that we will discuss is Cartesian coordinate system. The use of Cartesian coordinate system is done whenever we are coming across the problems that we want to solve related to the sheets. So wherever we are getting the planes in electromagnetic field, we will be applying the Cartesian coordinate system. The three axes available in the Cartesian coordinate system are x, y and z. The unit vectors available are ax cap, ay cap, az cap. The point I represent is P, x, y, z. So this is the diagram how we represent a point in Cartesian coordinate system. The next coordinate system that we have is cylindrical coordinate system. What is the application of cylindrical coordinate system? We can observe whenever I am getting a wire type structure or pipe type structure, I will be using the cylindrical coordinate system. The point in cylindrical coordinate system is represented as P of x, phi, z. That is r, phi, z. The unit vectors are ar cap, a phi cap, az cap. If I want to draw the three surfaces in cylindrical coordinate system, these will be with r is equal to constant, I will get a surface of shape cylinder. With z is equal to constant, I will get a plane which is perpendicular to the z axis. With phi is equal to constant, means I am measuring this angle, and if this is constant, I will be getting a surface at this location. The point P in cylindrical coordinate system is shown over here. It is represented with three coordinates r, phi and z. Let us look at the last coordinate system, that is spherical coordinate system. Spherical coordinate system includes three axes r, theta, phi. Hence, the coordinates will be P of r, theta, phi. Three unit vectors in spherical coordinate system: ar cap, a phi cap and a theta cap. The diagram representing a point, the theta is measured here. I should remember theta is measured from the vertical axis, phi is measured from the horizontal or the azimuth axis. That is important to remember. And the order we have is P, R, theta, phi. Order is also important. Let us understand now what is curl. Consider the water draining down the sink. It will swirl in the rotational motion before going out. We have seen this example many times. If I open the tap in the sink or basin, the water is exiting in the circular direction. Similarly, let us take the example of I am putting water in the glass. So, if I am pouring the water in the cup, the water won't just flow linearly, but rather as it reaches the end of the cup, it will flow in the rotational motion before settling in the cup. So, if we plot this rotational field of water as vectors and measure it, it will denote basically a curl. So, what is a curl? Curl means the tendency of the field to swirl around the point. It is rotational motion basically. So curl operator, if I observe, it is described by the field, by the equation del cross F. So it basically describes the rotation of the field F. At every point in the field, the curl is represented by a vector. The direction of the curl is the axis of rotation. It is determined by the right hand rule. The magnitude of the curl is the magnitude of the rotation. So here, if I am observing in the diagram, I am getting the red arrows. So what these red arrows is indicating? It is giving me the direction of the rotation. So this is my axis along which my field is rotating. And the magnitude will give me what is the strength of rotation of that particular field. What is significance of the curl? Now, if I plot the curl on xy plane, I will be getting some directions, some arrows in rotational direction, in circular direction. So it is giving me whether the field which is generated, either electric field or magnetic field or combination of two fields, is having any rotational motion or not. It is indicated. You have seen the example of magnet. How you draw the magnetic field? The lines are drawn in circular shape, if you remember. How I show the magnetic field? Suppose if I have the north pole here and the south pole here. So field is shown in this direction. It is starting from north, it is coming back to south. So here I am observing some circular motion. So this circular motion is given by the operator curl. So depending on the coordinate systems, I will be getting the mathematical formula for determining the curl operator. So in Cartesian coordinate system, I calculate the curl as by using the determinant ax cap, ay cap, az cap. It is differentiation dou by dou x, partial differentiation in x, in y and in z direction. I have the coefficient component in x direction, component in y direction, component in z direction. Now observe here, they have used the notation capital F and bold. So what this bold is indicating? It is a vector. Similarly, ax cap, ay cap, az cap are represented in bold. So it indicates it is a vector. And here it is f of x, f of y, f of z. It is not bold. It is indicating the magnitudes. Similarly, the curl operator in cylindrical coordinate system is having the formula 1 by r ar cap, it is by mistake t here, a phi cap and 1 by r az cap. Differentiation in r, partial differentiation in phi, partial differentiation in z, and these are the components in r direction, component in phi direction. So this is component in phi direction. This is my unit vector ar, okay, unit vector ar, and component in z direction. So ar, a phi and az are my magnitudes or the components in r, phi and z direction. In spherical coordinate system, I will be getting the operator as this. It is 1 by r square sine theta ar cap, 1 by r sine theta a phi cap, 1 by r a phi cap. So I have ar cap, a theta cap, a phi cap, corresponding partial derivatives, that is dou by dou r, dou by dou theta, dou by dou phi, and you have the unit vector components available in every direction, that is AR direction, A theta direction, and here you have is A phi direction. So this is my phi. This is sine of theta, it is correct. So this is component r sine theta multiplied by the A phi cap, that is component in phi direction. So this completes the concept of curl. Thank you.